So I want to see how savage Dr. Now can be. Just back to back to back to back to back to back.
Dr. Now is usually seen as the most patient man alive when talking to his patients on My £600 Life.
He can be very
However,
nice.
there are some patients who have tested his limits with their disgusting attitudes, refusal to stop eating, and even aggression towards the famed doctor. And these
Why are you being so mean? You need some tough love, and apparently you got none of that.
These are the 5 times Dr. Now has totally lost his temper towards the £600.
Is that the guy in that, what was it? Lambo? That got in the accident, and he made his friend, take the camera and record? Is that the guy? Who am I thinking of? There was one guy that did that, and that made me mad. Because poor guy, look, poor friend, it is. Yeah, and friend looked like he had a freaking concussion. He was bleeding from the head, and what's his face is like, hey man, take this camera. Oh my gosh, my car. Meanwhile, your friend is over here like halfway dying. That made me so mad. Oh, that made me so mad. Yeah, he's gushing blood from his head. And if you look at his eyes, they're like kind of closed, like he's very dazed. Hey man, record my car. Oh my gosh, my car. I don't care about you. You're just the cam man and my friend. Really, just my cam man. I don't treat you as a friend because apparently I don't care about your well-being. And also, I'm going to try to speed up really fast in the rain on the interstate. Stupid. I'm going to say it. Yeah, that was stupid. Good grief. Do something else with your money. Yeah, what is it? What is that head injury killed anyone? You know, whatever. Yeah, just sleep it off. It's safe, completely safe. You don't have a brain bleed or anything. Good grief. It's but a flesh wound.
Stars, starting with a patient who had more than one run-in with Dr. Now on the show, which led to her quitting quicker than any other patient. Shanae Murray Hawkins was not only one of the biggest failures on the show, but one of the most infuriating to watch. Appearing in season 6 of the show on April 14th, 2018, Shanae was just 27 years old and her weight was unknown. When she travelled from Indianapolis to Houston to join Dr. Now's program, she admitted to being nervous about how much she was going to weigh. So when she finally stepped on the scales, you'd think that it would be a wake-up call for her.
Oh my God.
665.
What are you doing, Shanae?
Mama, I don't know. I don't know what I could be doing wrong.
Shanae.
The embarrassment.
Eating too much. Hiccup. That's typically what happened.
It was just piled on when her mother exposed Shanae's awful attitude. When she said when Shanae doesn't get what she wants, she gets aggressive at not only her partner, but her own mother too. Shanae's awful attitude was put on show very soon, after she complained about the way that he washes her.
It's been 2 hours in the shower. Come on.
All right, let's not argue, please. I really don't feel like it today, argue.
You can't wash yourself!
You spent 2 hours in the shower on yourself.
He needs to relax.
You're very selfish.
How am I selfish if we on a time frame?
He does stuff to get under my skin, so it makes.
You take 2 hours in the shower probably to get away from you and your attitude. Like, shower time is like a relaxing time. I like to, do my normal shower business, and then sometimes I like to kind of just chill in the shower. It's just so nice and relaxing and calming after a long day, Everybody just wants to do that in 2 hours. I kind of doubt it's actually 2 hours. You're so mean. That's so mean. But, like, the man is taking care of you. He can't take a little time to himself? Excuse me? He has to bathe your naked body. When you could, I don't know, do it yourself? Like 2 hours to her problem. I mean, yeah, and you're just sitting there all day doing nothing.
Makes me mad.
After the initial meeting with the doctor, she had the goal of losing around 30 pounds in a month, which honestly should have been easy to do, considering it's only like 5% of her total body weight. But she can't even achieve this, and instead goes the other way. This is where we see the first hint of annoyance from Dr. Now.
Like how? Okay, so this is my question, right? So I feel like, as they're eating all these calories, which would, they usually say what, like 12,000, maybe average 12,000 calories a day or something like that. And, they're slowly gaining the weight as they go on through life. But all of a sudden, as soon as they try to do the program, they just jump up and wait over a month? Like, how? Oh, you're fine, Gamebox. Please be safe, okay? I'm glad you're keeping an eye on the weather. Like, how do they just jump after, like, I'm gonna try to be good? Well, you suck at it, apparently.
After Sinead gave an age-old excuse as to
Just
why
ate more?
she gained weight.
I have a lot of fluid in my legs.
Can you try something
swelling.
else? Because I heard that one 1,000 times. Fluid is not adding to your weight gain. So the reality is, to gain like you did, you still have to be eating over 10,000 calories a day. You're not realizing that?
I did not realize that.
You're still eating whatever you want, whenever you want.
Not necessarily all the time.
All right, I don't think you're grasping
But
how dangerous your
sometimes.
situation is, Sinead. And with all the health issues you've got.
107 miles an hour in Cyberpunk, as long as it's in Cyberpunk. If it was IRL, I'd be fighting you and pitting you off the road.
You may not even make it to 30. You're not even trying.
Not
Dr.
even
Now
30?
held back some of his anger in this meeting, but after Sinead carried on her antics, he could not hold back any longer. Now, as time went on, Sinead's awful attitude really came out. She started skipping meetings with the doctor, obviously embarrassed because she wasn't losing any weight and wasn't able to stick to her diet when she wasn't in the hospital. And this is when things took a turn for the worse, as Sinead skipped yet another scheduled appointment with the doctor and instead checked herself into the emergency room, claiming severe stomach pain. But Dr. Now wasn't convinced.
That her timing is suspicious and that she's not lost the weight. And is claiming all this to try to avoid any accountability today. She has completely avoided psychotherapy. And if she is not complying with that, I don't see any reason to believe that she comply with her diet or anything else as well. But at her weight, she can very easily and quickly develop a life-threatening issue.
Obviously, Dr. Now was correct in his suspicions, as after extensive checks, they found no issues with Sinead. He did reveal, though, that her weight had ballooned to 712 pounds, and his hospital staff had caught her eating burgers and pizzas that her partner had been sneaking in, which caused Dr. Now to humiliate Sinead by carrying in a pizza box she tried to hide in an
I love Dr. Now.
another patient's room.
Hey, Sinead, see what I found.
Freddie.
What about Freddie?
That belongs to Freddie.
Sinead, the lying need to stop now. Okay, Sinead? Here's the situation.
Okay.
Just threw the pizza box down.
For 4 months, I have seen you from day one. You haven't lost any weight. Plus, the hospital staff not only seen you eating pizza, but burgers, and then you smart enough not to throw it to your own trash, throw it to somebody else's trash.
Wow, they used someone else's trash in another patient's room. That's crazy. But here's the thing. You're there. You're there to lose weight. The hospital usually helps you lose weight. You might get hungry. That's the point. To eat less. And then, like, you're just wasting your time, his time, the staff's time, a hospital bed that someone else who really needs it could use. But no, you are being lazy and just not caring about anyone but yourself. You're just like what are you wanting right now? I just want to know, like, why are you doing this? We're just wasting everything. Just go home and just shove pizza in your face there and use your own trash can for the box.
It was me that ate it. She didn't eat any of that.
Sure.
You both need to stop lying. You came here to have weight loss surgery. You haven't lost any weight in 4 months. Why?
Manipulative and
I got
entitled.
You should have lost 130
I just thought my
pounds
thoughts too,
by
Kai.
now. And you're eating this junk and you keep lying to me.
She didn't eat
I'm
it.
not eating any of that.
Then
Lies.
how come you're not losing weight?
The
I
staff
haven't ate
said.
anything.
You keep repeating the same lie.
She didn't do it. Telling you the truth. Like, I wouldn't lie about that.
It started
Like, she really
pissing me
has.
off.
She really has.
No, we just don't want to get in trouble. The staff saw you eating. The staff. I'm going to believe my staff versus you.
Been working for it.
We are pissing you off. We're working
Sinead,
everything.
calm
We're
down.
giving you every tool to lose weight, and you telling us all this lie.
Sinead and Freddie try to come up with every excuse, but thankfully Dr.
Get
Now
your
does
rage.
not fall for it and carries on his tirade, venting his frustrations about her lack of effort.
You know you're not doing what you need. You miss all your psychotherapy appointments. And then you come here pretending there is a serious issue
Yeah, no
to avoid
accountability, yep.
facing the fact that you gain. because you know you are overeating. But for some reason you think if you just hold to your lie, then maybe all these issues just magically will go away and you will lose weight. So it's
Yeah, I feel like that's what people think. Like, it's a, it's not really a thought. It's just kind of like in the back of the head. Like, well, maybe it'll just all go away magically. No, it doesn't do that, unfortunately. It takes time and
nothing more we
effort.
can do if you don't change your eating habits.
And
I
not even
have
looking at
been
them.
working hard towards it.
But if you work harder to show on a scale, but you put on
Yeah, keto. Look, keto is difficult at the beginning. I have done keto. It's very difficult because you just start craving the carbs you're not having. But the thing is, as you continue doing it, it gets a lot easier. A lot easier.
almost 50 pounds
I get
since
through like
you
a week of
arrived
it.
instead of losing. And you claim that you're not eating very much? Really?
Really?
If you have weight loss surgery, how are you going to lose weight?
After they continued arguing for a while, Freddie again brought up the fact that Shanae was just holding water in her legs, with Shanae insulting Dr. Now's intelligence in the process, leading to a scathing reply from the doctor.
Why the scale hasn't shown anything,
Like I said, she
okay?
builds fluid up. She can't help it. That's the one thing she's been stressing about is the fluid.
None of your tests show that you're retaining water, okay? You're not 700 pounds of water.
Despite Shanae crying, it's clear that they were just crocodile tears. It's just in the 6th month of her program, and after promising the doctor she was going to lose weight, she of course failed. And honestly had a disgusting argument with Dr. Now. After failing to show up to her therapy appointments and check-ins with Dr. Now then phones her, and watching her face as he calls in to check on her is frustrating to say the least. After she gives the doctor every excuse, thinking she knows it all yet again, Dr. Now quickly shuts her down.
And you tried to say, no, that is not fluid, but it is. I know my body. I've been in this body for 28 years.
Then why do you weigh 700 pounds? If you know your body, you should be at a normal weight, right? I would believe the doctor who went to school for this and has been doing this for years and years and years and years versus someone who is 700 pounds.
Shanae, you've been in that body for 28 years, but I've been practicing medicine for twice that amount of time.
Boom.
And I know what I'm talking about. Your weight is not a result of water. It is a result of fat, okay? So how many times do we have to go over this?
They continue arguing on the phone, with Shanae getting even more delusional and erratic, telling Dr. Now that it's God's plan that she will lose weight, with Shanae eventually hanging up on the doctor. After a couple more meetups, Shanae eventually left the program.
Nah, I think you were making that decision. Pretty sure. And I'm pretty sure gluttony is, not a good thing.
And blocked the doctor's number, which I doubt he was too bothered about. Now, one person whose phone number Dr. Now did get through to was my phone number, as he left a very special message to me and my subscribers.
Hello, hey.
Wait, what? That's so cool!
Y'all doing? Hi, Greg. I hope you're doing well and staying safe. I encourage everybody to subscribe to the Greg's YouTube channel and enjoy the videos. Take care of yourself, Craig, and stay safe. Best of luck with your YouTube as well.
Thank you, Dr. Now, and make sure you listen to him. And we'll get into the next star to test Dr. Now's patience.
That's
and that
so
was
cool.
Margaret. And if you thought Shanae was
Imagine, like, just doing this, and then you get recognized by, like, the main guy of it. That's so cool.
Margaret was 10 times worse, as she got roasted so bad by Dr. Now, she actually phoned her mother crying to pick her up from the hospital.
Come get me now.
Now, from a starting weight of around 750 pounds, in just 3 months of weight loss, she was already being more mobile. And after she went to the doctor's office, the scale revealed that she weighed 630 pounds. Losing over 100 pounds in a few months with the doctor. Obviously, this took great effort, and you were probably just as surprised as Dr. Now was when she actually achieved the targeted weight loss.
Great, you lost weight and you're more mobile. So you're down to 632. So you lost 120 pounds.
But despite this initial positivity, the weight loss journey pretty much ground to a halt. Most of the patients get assigned a physical and a mental therapist, which most do cooperate with. But Margaret was not one of those patients. She missed appointment after appointment, and when she met back with Dr. Now and inevitably gained weight, she made every excuse under the sun, which obviously started to annoy the doctor.
What do you mean you did?
Here's my thing. You know, when all these people are that heavy, they don't really get up and walk around. What are you doing all day? What are you doing all freaking day? I'm pretty sure having a variety of things would entertain the day a little better and make the, you know, I don't know, as in, you know, having the therapy appointments, you know? You know? I mean, that's something different the day other than just sitting there and melting into that couch. Other than the eating part. Maybe you can insert some physical therapy in there somewhere.
Appointed.
Because I thought I would lose more than what I've lost.
Well, if you
would think, I
were
would
doing
think.
your part, you would have lost
Watching
50
anime
pounds
coach,
this past one. So it looks like you backslid. And you're not fully cooperating with PT. And you refuse to do psychotherapy.
Instead of just taking accountability for eating too much food, Margaret tried and lied to the doctor's face, which he obviously wasn't going to take.
I mean, yesterday she didn't
hold on right there, okay? Just hold on. And like you...
As you say that, I'm laying in bed eating, but are you 700 pounds? There's a difference. And are you doing that all day?
There's a simple math. You're eating too much, you're not going to lose weight. Which part of this is very hard to understand, that she's eating at least 4 times what she should be eating. So why are we overeating and playing like we don't know what's going on?
But she didn't overeat. She's still eating.
You want to argue that with the scale? Don't argue with me.
But
she argued that with the scale.
She couldn't overeat. I gave her proportioned meals, and it's the same as I've always given
Apparently
her.
you didn't.
The only thing that we know that's different is she quit eating the vinaigrette and ate honey mustard dressing.
She eat a gallon of honey mustard?
After they continue to complain and tell the doctor just barefaced lies, which are clearly disproven by the fact that she'd gained 5 pounds since her last visit, the doctor gave them one final wake-up call.
And if you don't go to therapy and do what you need and take this seriously, my bet is you come in next month, you probably gain some weight.
We didn't even do a month.
And gave me the same story that
I bet you're gonna gain weight next time you come back. It's supposed to be reverse psychology, but it may not work.
Not eating very much. So from here, it is simple. I want you to lose 35 pounds by next month and start seeing psychotherapy.
Just because we did not lose it, Margaret, does not mean we can't.
I want to go home.
After this, she
Quitter.
did continue with her weight loss and ended up losing enough to qualify for surgery,
Oh,
which
good.
was a success. And you may be thinking, Craig, this wasn't that bad. And it wasn't. But when you see how aggressive she was in her Where Are They Now episode, you'll realize why she makes it into this video. So after she has the weight loss surgery, it's obviously imperative that the patients start to get up and move around, or at least sit up to help the blood flow and circulation in their bodies. However, Margaret seemed to be totally against this idea.
Remember when I came in?
I
this
hate
morning
moving.
And I told you that we need to start getting up out the bed? How
Well,
do
I'm
you
not
feel?
getting up out the bed today.
Why? Did the therapy come in and talk to you?
Yes.
Okay, so what did she say?
My legs are too swollen.
Your legs are swollen, but they've been pretty much...
They've been this way. Because you're fat. Right?
the same.
I'm not arguing with y'all.
No,
I'm not arguing. I know my body.
I don't want to argue.
Again, you know your body. Apparently you don't know how to take care of it. Like the other person. Right now you look like you're melting into the bed. Get your butt up!
with you. I just want to help
I couldn't
you.
be a
Me and
I couldn't be a
need to
nurse
clean you,
either.
And then that'll be a good time to sit up in your chair. Miss Johnson? Miss Johnson?
Kick
So
her
you're
out.
not going to answer?
Wow, immature.
It's frustrating to watch her throw fits and tantrums like a
Another
total
body, I'm
baby
sorry.
when the nurses
I'm
are trying
wrong.
their best to help her. She sits on the phone with her mother for hours every single day, crying that she wants to go home and how she's been through hell, yet showing no sympathy for the nurses who have had to deal with her antics every single day.
Yeah, who've had to deal with her. Not really taking care of her. You had to deal with you now.
Things get even worse after Dr. Now tries to talk to her, and after she tried to ignore him, he calls her out for her manipulative behavior, and you can finally sense his anger coming through.
Admit it.
Oh, it's so true.
Yeah, just sit up and play games on a laptop or something.
Just answer the question and talk.
I have nothing to answer.
And don't lie about it.
I have nothing to answer.
Yeah, you have a lot to answer.
No, I don't.
I was nice enough and gave you the surgery and you're doing this. Hey, we're gonna redo the surgery. We're gonna go back in there and undo the sleeve or reattach the stomach, okay? All right, everyone get together. Scrub up.
Okay, we did the weight loss surgery on you, and you're responsible for your health.
Yep.
This is not in here to sit down and manipulate everything and get everything you want. You're abusing the system, and this is not the way that you're gonna scream and cry and get your way out of it. That is not the solution for your problem right now. So, are you gonna change, or do you wanna continue what you're doing right now?
Because we're going to send you home.
Be honest about it.
Like you want.
Don't lie about it. If you wanna stay in bed and eat yourself to death and not walking and let everybody leave you alone and not do physical therapy, say so. And don't lie about it.
Things get even more heated after this, as Margaret finally talks to the doctor, while of course throwing another huge tantrum.
What are you crying because you want to manipulate?
She may not throw a tantrum like a little child. Well, I'm gonna be mean. Oh gosh, it's okay if I'm mean a little bit because this person's not trying, so it's okay to be mean a little bit, right? If they're trying, I'm not mean. Is it okay? Do I have permission? Yeah, they may not be throwing a tantrum like a little child because they can't really swing their arms and kick the floor. They can't really move that much.
People
yeah, I've been with the system. I did it all.
You're not going to be able to manipulate your way around me.
I'm done. I'm not
I
doing
give you permission. Yes.
Margaret, you may be.
I'm not a mean person. If you're just now meeting me, I'm not a mean person. But because these people are being such rude and not trying, no effort, no nothing, being rude to the people that are helping them, and just, yeah, I'm gonna be mean.
Able to manipulate other people
It's not
to
even
get
that bad.
what you want, but you're not gonna be able to manipulate me. We did the surgery and we told you go home and keep working with PTE and psychotherapy.
Eventually, she phoned her mother, who seemed to calm her down, and Dr. Now left the hospital room after giving her a chance to do so. But he wouldn't be so lenient with the next patient, who was by far one of the most hated ever on the show. If you're a subscriber of the channel, and the chances of that are pretty slim, because 95% people watching aren't subscribed, but if you are, you will 100% know James through my videos. Without going through his entire episode again, because I know some people are probably sick of the sight of James on the channel, but he's one of the most hated for very good reason. Much like Margaret, he's essentially a massive man-child, blaming his weight gain on everyone but himself. Throughout his multiple stints inside the hospital and multiple attempts to lose weight, he failed.
It's your fault that I'm fat! I mean, the thing is, even if they bring you the food, you don't have to eat it. Why would you let me go to the drive-thru and order 5 burgers?
And even gained weight by the end of his main episode. He had multiple run-ins with the Doctor throughout this time too, which included being caught lying straight to the face of Dr. Now.
You know that I'm just now getting the resources that I've been needing.
We're talking about your food. We're not talking
Congrats,
anything.
you're not.
I'm very proud of you. I haven't had home health. I've had nothing.
Are you telling me that to start? What did that have to do with your eating habit?
Well,
you should have.
Now, don't you start, Dr. Now. Don't you start raising your voice at me for not trying or anything and wasting everyone's time and money. Don't you give me attitude. We have Paradox. Hey, keep going. You got this. You got this. I'm very proud of you. Very, very proud. Yippee! Thank you for that Apollo. I read your name at the same time. Wow, kid. Thank you for the follow.
Right now.
I asked for a nutritionist when I first got here, too. I didn't get it.
James, this is ridiculous. What nutrition you need except the instruction that I gave you that works everybody else and can follow them except you?
I have to retrain my body from eating cheeseburgers.
You gained 100 pounds and you're saying it's not your fault? You needed to retrain your body? Seriously?
However, the real tensions came in James's Where Are They Now episode,
too.
as despite not losing any weight and actually being kicked off the program, James stayed in Houston and was determined to lose weight. Surprisingly, the doctor did let him back into the program, which went just about as well as you're probably expecting. Doctor Now decides to let James back into the weight loss program after he did lose a little bit of weight on his own, but this doesn't last long, as after a checkup revealed he gained weight again, Doctor Now gave him a stark warning.
Whatever he's eating.
Yeah, exactly. It's a hospital. You're not going to get a 5-star meal. You're not going to get a steak and a potato, you know? That'd be really good right now. Not going to lie. I'd like a medium medium well, or just not medium well, medium steak or medium rare, depending on the steak type. I'm making myself hungry again. I'm probably making you hungry. You can suffer with me. We're all gonna starve. Do not get your snacks right now. Do you see these people? Do you want to end up like them and not try? Anyway, if you're losing weight, I'm very, very proud of you. It's very good to be healthy. Very, very good to be healthy. So I'm very proud of you for trying. Sorry, I'm really still emotional, and I feel like I'm really mean right now.
Too much.
That's what I'm saying. The portion control, he's having too much portions.
no seasoning.
Because James is always wanting extras.
Between you two.
He wants some, don't give it to him.
He's killing himself. Are you helping him?
You got a menu?
Since day one I've seen him,
cool.
his condition has gone down. And if it doesn't stop, we may have to intervene in a way that you won't like. You got that? So the game's stopped now.
Obviously, James didn't listen, went home and gained more weight.
Hey,
After
that
months
sounds
and
good,
months
though.
of playing with Dr. Now, and honestly just wasting his time, Dr.
like
Now
fried chicken.
finally snapped at
I
him.
love me some fried chicken.
Well, we're gonna make some more changes, but can you
But
please?
Lisa, I don't believe a word you
You're
say.
still
You know
terrible.
how many times you say this? And at this point, whether it is intentional or not is irrelevant, because there's no argument. You're killing him. And you both keep coming here and playing games.
Dr. Now, but can you please get
Our plan is to put him on a certain diet, and you follow the diet and give him proper amount of food so he doesn't get himself to 750 pounds. You do your part, and he does his part, or I'm through with you. You understand that?
Tell him, Dr. Now.
I understand.
Okay. So I'm sick and tired of wasting my time coming here, bringing all the people working for you, and you do nothing.
We need you to help us. We don't need you to degrade us, okay?
It's not my
We need you to help.
We need you to help us, not degrade us. Well, I've been trying to help you. Apparently, that's not working, so I got to start adding the degrading part in there to kind of get through to you somehow. Welcome home to Smokehouse maple pork chops and potatoes O'Brien for dinner, and now want steak. Thanks, Spitty. You're welcome. Hey, it's good protein, some good red meat at least. Sorry for making you hungry, but now I want one too. Yeah, if you can't follow instructions, you're gonna get scolded. Prepare to be scolded by Dr. Now.
That is exactly what I'm doing. I'm offering you help, and the problem is that you have
I
this
never had
help,
sardines.
and you're lying about it. And you two keep wasting all the energy and resources given to you.
Yep.
And you saying you need help?
We don't have to be degraded
You
and
need
put
it, but you
down
don't want
like
it.
that. We're trying.
I'm not degrading you. You're the one who is degrading everyone here. When you come in and undo all the weight loss and rehabilitation we given to James.
James refused to be separated from Lisa, who is clearly his enabler in the relationship. As if Lisa is taken away, then James won't get any more fast food. So Dr. Now took extraordinary steps to phone Adult Protective Services
Just
on
give him
Lisa
the
to
medical
have her
treatment that
separated. Who
Sancho
had
the first of Leon got for his weight problem. He was so morbidly obese that he couldn't ride a horse, so his mouth was sewn shut and he was fed through a straw.
Well, that's one way to do it, I guess. But so shut. Oh no, thank you. I will volunteer to use a straw myself. You can not do the so shut part. Thank you. Thank you for the 100 pities, Lord Lurker. Wasn't that his mother? I thought that was his mom. Apparently it's not. Donkey! Potch Panda, thank you for the 2 months. Thank you. What are we seeing now? We're watching Dr. Now get really, really angry at all these people. And then chat gave me permission to be mean because none of these people are trying or doing anything. Yeah. Yeah, chat gave me the permission to be mean. I'm still really bad about it, but I at least feel a little better about watching
very
this.
disappointing response.
We got a situation that we need intervention. Well, he's totally bedridden, and he is overfed by his girlfriend. He's not able to get up and get his food.
Okay, so how is she overfeeding him?
He's bedridden, and because he got food addiction and she provided him food,
Okay, so he's not following the suggested diet.
no. And he has no control over who brings in the food and what food he get there, and people that they're interested to keep him disabled and have the benefit from this disability, they're gonna keep feeding them. I was hoping that y'all can do something.
I don't know why I can't lose weight, but these Oreos are real good. I had Oreos every day, 5 times a day.
To protect James.
All right, I'll go on ahead and type this up and suggest that APS investigate it.
Woo!
All right, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
You type impossibly fast. With accuracy. Your skin is so pale and sweaty. Your eyes turn red because of how long you look at the screen. You don't go outside to touch grass. How long have you been gaming? 5 hours. How long have you actually been gaming? A while. I know what you are. Say it. Out loud. Say it! A gamer. That's right. This is the skin of a gamer! This is the website where I go for my subs. My GamerSupps. And this is the code I use for checkout. Spit. It's like a coupon. It's wonderful. And you have the energy to play and focus on the games? It gives me so much energy. The energy and caffeine-free tubs are sugar-free, keto-friendly, and diabetic-safe. The Gamerade is a creatine plus hydration with 0 caffeine, 0 sugar, and key electrolytes to keep hydrated. Not only that, the AFK versions help aid in my body's natural sleep cycle too. It makes it even better when I use code SPIT at checkout to save money. So what kind of flavors are there? There's Crimson Moonburst, a strawberry candy flavor, Klaxosaurus Blood, a kiwi watermelon, and After Hours, blackberry and cherry flavor. Those sound succulent. I'll be sure to use code SPIT at checkout. I want to be a gamer like you.
Called to Adult Protective Services, Dr. Now even says Lisa is benefiting from James being disabled, probably because they get money from the government, but ultimately the protective services don't intervene. This leads to a tense standoff between Lisa and Dr. Now, after James puts on even more weight, and Lisa's grin while speaking.
Like, heck yeah, we keeping that disability money and taking advantage. But here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. If you are on disability, well, so he's on disability. She is still overfeeding him. He is still gaining weight. He's getting older. The combination is not good. He is going to die sooner than normal. So instead of, if he dies, disability goes away. You know? You're going to let him die. You're going to basically feed him to death, and then you get no disability. What are you going to do then? Other than trying to help a fellow human being be better, and then, lose the weight, get healthy, and then, I don't know, get a job so both of you can actually work and make more money and then be more well off. So the logic doesn't make sense.
The Doctor Now is probably enough to fill you with rage, but it gets even worse when she begins to speak.
But we'll check and see your progress today. And as far as your weight is concerned, 346 kilograms, 761. That's even higher than when you arrived.
How's that?
Ooh, Hollow Knight, that looks so much fun.
Right?
Usually when he's here in the hospital on your diet plan, he loses 2 to 4 pounds a day.
Yes, he does. So what?
Huh! That makes sense because of the diet plan. We ain't feeding him cheeseburgers and Chinese takeout. No wonder he's losing weight.
Why do you think he didn't this time, Lisa? I'll tell you why.
Uh-oh, did she sneak food in? Did she sneak the food in? Yes, everyone, make sure to lick those Raiders. Licky, licky, licky. I have ADHD. My mom gives it a disability check, and I'm disgusted that someone's taking advantage of money that someone else should deserve. Exactly. Exactly. Like, she's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting to me. I really know the story. From what I gather, I don't like her. Internet died? No! Hopefully you're not near any storms, Top Tower. Hopefully not. If you are, keep an eye on them. They're kind of crazy this year for some reason the past couple weeks, man. You haven't showered today? Unforgivable. You better wash yourself. You nasty. Yes, I'm coming. You please be safe. Please be safe. Yeah, keep an eye on it. It's been weird lately, and I don't know why. Well, obviously, I'm not a meteorologist, so the young man is in perfect shape. Circle is a shape. Oh my gosh, it's perfection. Have to anyway for work. Good. Get to bathing. Can I make a statue of you? Go for it. If you want to, go for it. Ouchie, my hair clip is eating my hair again. Hi, baby. What's she doing, buddy? My tiny dog has arrived. Hi. What is it? Are the storms coming? Are the storm? Okay. All right, storms might be coming. Dog is now sitting in lap. Hey, buddy. You good? You want to go back to your bed? Okay. Are you warning me? What is happening? Good boy. Good boy. Dog. Camera turned a little bit. There we go. Hi, puppies. Oh. Good boy. Good boy. I think it's the shadow. It kind of makes him look a little brown, but it's just shadows. He's just black and white. You like my cat? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hope it's forgivable with the cute howling. I know. I need to get an emote of him howling. I have like a little dragon mascot Spitty, but this is like, I guess, IRL. IRL mascot, I guess. There you go, bud. There you go, puppy. Here's your good boy. Such a good boy. There you go. Is that good? Yeah. Got your little snack. My sweet little bean. Anyway, back to being angry. That's probably why he came in here, because I sounded angry. He's checking on me.
Lit up to see if you would do this. This time, we caught you red-handed, Lisa. You stuck food in.
I know I did. I
So-
won't tell you.
You stuck food in. Yeah, I did. I sure did. Why are...
Again, this is gonna be the last time, okay?
I kind of doubt that.
This level of pathology and deceit is just off the chart. You're killing him, Lisa, and you'll be getting a visit from Adult Protective Services because we asked them to intervene. Because this is some of the most self-destructive and deceptive behavior I have ever witnessed. So we are taking action to stop this and try to stop this for good. I hope to see you again, James. But at this point, I'm not too sure.
In one final meeting, Dr. Now gives James an ultimatum, which was to either stay with Lisa and be kicked out for good, or spend 5 days away from her to prove that his weight gain wasn't coming from thin air.
Think that you can give me the same story again, and you think I'm gonna believe you. Your weight is controlled by the food you take.
Well, she ain't giving me no food.
I couldn't
and
tell
the only
you
thing I'm
what-
eating is what she's bringing me.
So what do you think your weight comes from? Thin air? Your weight is related to what you eat.
Well, he's not eating over 900 calories a day.
If she stays away for 5 days, we'll have you lose 20 to 30 pounds. And once and for all, you will have all the proof you need that your weight gain is in magic or water. It's Lisa.
This'll...
It's not magic. It's not water. It's Lisa. Dang it, Lisa. Tornado observed in Marksville, Louisiana. Please take shelter. Keep an eye on the weather right now. Please, please, please. If you're close to that, please keep an eye on the weather.
ultimatum was the catalyst to one of the most frustrating scenes on the show, as Dr. Now lost his temper on James in one final scene.
I've been with her 25 years. You just want to blame it on her.
No, both of you. There's no possible way that your weight will be this way if you're eating properly.
Well, I want to know why he didn't lose the weight the last time he was here.
Because I let it happen to see if you tell the truth. You're still not.
Quit blaming it on her. Take her out of the equation.
James, we're not here to argue.
The problem
with you.
is, here's the
James,
problem.
look.
You want to blame it all on the food because you want to be what you want to be.
No.
I'm tired of it.
Look, I'm here to help you. You want to
Well,
help
you
or
don't
not?
show it.
When the doctor now went, look, he is holding back. Oh boy. I have nothing near me right now, so I'm fine weather-wise. Oh my gosh. You don't blame it on her? Yeah, because she's the problem. She's part of the problem. Oh yeah, I'd be done. I'm like, okay, you know what? Walk out of here. Have fun. We're not helping you. Have fun. Oh, you need a wheelchair? Nah, you don't get one. Oh, you want to hold on to something? No. Sorry. Walker? Nah. Get out.
You're killing yourself and you want me to believe you. And at this point, if you refuse to go without Lisa for even 5 days, then there is nothing more we can discuss here. And you really believe that you're not eating very much. You believe that she's helping you and not bringing you
Only
any
2
food.
cheeseburgers.
But that's not reality. James, there is no miracle in here. You don't gain weight from thin air. You gain weight from the food you eat.
You don't even care if they're swelling or nothing. It's only the food. You say that's it.
Look, the swelling is a result of the food that you eat.
How do you get swelling from a piece of in a salad?
Well, you did eat
Tell me.
pickles.
All right. I know she bring you food.
Well, you ate the pickles. I don't think pickles are the problem. I don't think it was the salad. Probably the pickles on the burger, chicken burger, whatever you call it. I call it chicken sandwich. But you don't care about the swelling. Yeah, because you're causing it. The fat is causing your swelling. Because of the food. It's like a chain reaction. You eat the food, you get fat from the food, you continue to get fat, you got some swelling. I mean, pickles are green, so that is good, I guess. Huh. Oh, be careful, CS. Please be safe.
Food. And don't tell me that
See?
she doesn't. You don't
Oh,
get
well,
up,
thank
go
you for the 30
to
street streak.
kitchen and get it. Who brings your food?
I know what I eat.
No, you're in denial. You don't understand what your problem is. And we're trying to help you to make your life different.
pickles.
And you
We've
wanted
made his
to
life
do it.
different.
No, you're the one that...
Yeah, that's why pregnant women swell up. That's because they love fried pickles. I don't know. Yo, there are green M&Ms. That's true.
You're hurting him, okay?
I'm not hurting him. I haven't gave him no food. I done told you that. I'm tired of you accusing me.
Why do you explain his weight?
I don't know, doctor, now. But I'm telling you right now, I have not gave him no food.
Okay, this
How does
is
she
all
lose 80
miracle,
pounds in
right?
No, it's not a miracle. His body does.
Now, with them, both of them going back and forth, both attacking him, nah, I would walk out. Hey, can we call security?
Doesn't burn calories.
After this argument, Dr. Now refused to see him anymore.
Good.
And James ended up featuring on my video titled Every Star Who Died on my Poundland. Enough of James though, as although he was the most frustrating, the next patient to see
So he ended up dying, so no more disability for whoever that was, the girlfriend or the mom. I don't know who she is. There's a tornado in Maryland too? Good grief.
Dr. Now actually put hands on him to shove the doctor out the way. Lee and Renee, who featured in season 6, by their own admission, lived a miserable life. Although
he
they're
ended up
both
dying, apparently.
ginormous in size, Renee needs to look after Lee as he's so big he can barely leave the confines of his bed, which has led Renee to feeling as though he is dragging her down.
If Lee wants to mess up his life and his chance, I can't let it destroy mine.
Despite their life being basically non-existent and Renee being in constant pain, her caring side really shows through when talking about Lee, and it shows just how much she wants to achieve weight loss to help them both.
It kills me worse to see Lee when he's having issues than it does myself. But that's who I've always been, always taking care of everybody else.
So both of you are quite overweight, and you're already on oxygen. And yeah, for the guy, yeah. Yeah, he needs a bra. Uh, you're already on oxygen. You're having to help him because he refuses to help himself. And then you also have to help your own self. That's that's too much sacrifice right there. That's too much. Ugh.
And I've never had time to take care of me.
Listening to the way Renee speaks about her life is genuinely heartbreaking, as she's pushing so hard for a change. However, as we'll come to see, Lee does not have this same drive. After their weigh-in, which reveals Renee is 549 pounds and Lee is 715, Dr. Now issued a stark warning to the pair.
Renee, you're diabetic and you're taking enormous amount of insulin.
Yes.
The same seems to be the case for Lee too. And I see you're on oxygen. So you're no longer able to breathe on your own because of your weight. And Lee, you have high blood pressure, you have sleep apnea.
Even at his first checkup, Lee shows how delusional he is after Dr. Now asks if he can even walk.
And Lee, you're almost completely immobile now. Are you able to stand up at all?
I'm pretty active. I can walk 20, 30 feet with these canes pretty good.
If you think that's
up and walk,
pretty
show me.
active, then you're a little delusional about that.
Now, this wake-up call clearly must have scared the pair, as in their first few months, they were losing decent amounts of weight. It wasn't as much as a £50 per month goal set by Dr. Now, but it was progress nonetheless.
I'm excited about that, but it's still 50 pounds away from Dr. Now's goal.
Eventually, they made enough progress to be approved for weight loss surgery. However, Renee contracted pneumonia, which meant her surgery was delayed, but Lee's was approved and eventually carried out.
I'm very nervous. And I know that there is a possibility that I may not wake up.
Now, weight loss surgery should make it incredibly easy to lose weight, as your stomach is considerably smaller, but this wouldn't be the case here. After Lee got the surgery, he continued overeating, and his attitude towards not only his weight loss, but towards Renee too, started to change for the worse, and he began to get aggressive.
This has been a really hard month because things have been harder between me and Lee, and it's starting to feel like all we do is fight. He's still been overeating and doing things he shouldn't. And he's even starting to tell me that I shouldn't get surgery, and I don't know why. We missed our last appointment with Dr. Now because Lee didn't want to go because he knows he's overeating. But it was completely selfish of him because it's my turn to get weight loss surgery.
I'm not sure why Lee would tell Renee not to get the surgery, and the only reason I can think of was because he was so embarrassed about not losing weight that he didn't want to see Dr. Now, even if it was at the cost of Renee not changing her life. Now, this attitude change...
So I'm sure he basically guilted her to not going herself, like by herself too. I don't like this guy.
Might explain the following events, as when he was in for his next weigh-in, which was not nearly enough weight, Dr. Now gave him his true feelings on Lee.
How y'all doing?
Surviving.
Surviving, huh? So is that why you missed your last appointment? You just had your bypass about 2 months ago? And when you left the hospital, you were down to 546. So you lost only 9 pounds since then. But Renee has lost almost 50 pounds at the same time. And she hasn't even had her bypass yet.
Well, I guess I'm eating the wrong things.
You think it's funny?
Although Lee is laughing now, he won't be soon, as Dr. Now hit him with the cold hard truth. It's important to point out too that Dr. Now is completely focusing on Lee here, because Renee actually made good progress and without the surgery, so Dr. Now just isn't being harsh for the sake of it, and questions Lee's poor excuses, accusing him of playing games.
So what is going on?
I guess I'm not eating the right things. I mean...
We gave you the instruction that you need to follow, and you're not following. You play your cards right until you got the surgery, and now you're playing this kind of game, and you think that's okay? How in the world somebody...
how I'm playing any game. I throw up constantly. I eat what I can keep down.
That's how it works. You throw up constantly because the surgery forces you to when you...
Yeah, when you overeat and your stomach can't hold it, it's got to get rid of it somehow. Yeah, you're just telling on yourself.
Overeat now.
I think my problem is I'm holding a lot of fluid. I can't hardly pee.
Really?
Lee's excuse of holding fluid is one we've heard countless times before, but his next excuse really sent Dr. Now over the edge.
And you think that you're not eating and you're gaining...
I don't want to get malnourished either.
Do you look like you're malnourished? You're overeating, and whatever you're overeating, you're throwing up. It means the surgery is working to
My
hold
water
you
weight.
back when you make bad choices.
Welcome
And
back, game.
it's the only reason that you didn't gain 100 pounds these past 2 months.
After this dressing down from the doctor, Lee decided that he'd had enough, which is when the next disgusting actions occur.
You know, that's not what I'm saying at all. You have been given a tool to help you change your life. Now that you had the surgery, the physical drive to eat is gone.
I'm done with this conversation. Go to her.
No, we're gonna finish with you.
I'm done with this conversation. Oh, I'm sorry. You can't handle the truth.
No, we're not finishing with me. You're making me.
Why you
mad.
do
Sit
what?
down right there.
You
You
just
sit
let
down right over there.
No, I'm.
Yeah, he can't hold him, unfortunately.
Okay.
Let go of me, Renee.
All right, this is completely unacceptable.
Wow.
The way Lee shoves the doctor out the way and then says fuck you to the man literally trying to save his life is one of the most shocking and frustrating scenes
Redo the
I've
surgery.
seen on the show, and it really speaks
Undo it. Undo that surgery right now.
volumes on the patience
He
of
can't
Dr.
run.
Now to actually keep Lee on the weight loss program. Although Dr. Now was harsh on Lee, he was even harsher on Holly, who made a very strange decision on what food to eat before her final weigh-in. Holly appeared in season 7 of the show and is just as delusional as the other patients featured on this list. She moved from her hometown to Houston to be closer to Dr. Now, which gave her the perfect excuse to not lose weight. She claimed because she didn't have any pots or pans that she couldn't possibly cook any food, and as such resorted to
Hey, you can go to the store like Walmart and you can buy some cheap pots and pans. Also, why didn't you just pack any? Just go buy a skillet and a pot and just use it. You don't have to have multiple.
eating takeaway Chinese food as a last resort,
Probably
which
cheaper
she
than all that.
explained with a big smile on her face.
Since we just moved in, we're not really set up to cook. So we're ordering delivery from places around here a lot until we can get some pots and pans and stuff to cook with.
Tonight we had Chinese for dinner. I had cashew chicken and a couple of egg rolls, which isn't the healthiest, but I hadn't eaten since breakfast and Ray hadn't eaten all day, and I tried to pick something that at least had veggies in it.
Somehow, Holly thinks that she is doing well on her diet, despite admitting to eating takeaway Chinese food consistently, which is just packed with calories from fat and oil that they use to cook it in. Now, her thought about losing weight was obviously proven wrong when she stepped onto the scales, as despite trying for months on her journey, she only lost 18 pounds, and Dr. Now was quick to wipe that smile off her face.
But now this time, you had even less progress with only an 18-pound loss in 2 months. So you want to tell me why that is?
I don't know. I thought I was doing good till I saw the scale.
Holly, stop playing games and lying to me. You know exactly what you're doing when you're making the choices you do.
After the initial dressing down, you'd think Holly would get serious with the doctor, but it seemed like the opposite happened, as Holly explains what plays in her head when she wants food.
I've had some trouble with cravings still, and it's just a repeating record in my head that plays over and over and over until I give in. Nothing is working to get past that record playing in my head.
What is record playing saying?
I want chocolate, I want chocolate, I want chocolate.
Eat something else to distract your brain from the chocolate.
I want chocolate.
So chocolate is more important to you than living, apparently.
Now, one thing I love about the doctor is that he doesn't tolerate any excuses and isn't afraid to put a patient in their place. And if you want to see the patient who truly felt the full rage of Dr.
I was like, wait, strawberry historian, strawberry queen. I was like, wait, hold on. Hold on.
Now, click the video on your screen now to see the story of Stephen Asante, who is arguably the most disgusting patient ever to feature on the show. And honestly, a section in this video about him wouldn't be enough.
Oh, hi, Star-Lord. Hi. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. I moved out and didn't have anything to my name. I bought some cheap kitchenware from a dollar store. If you can't afford takeout, but you can't afford dollar store pans, the lack of pans isn't the problem. Exactly. I mean, you got to think about the long run of things. So if you order food, especially like if you DoorDash, let's say it's about like $20 per person. So let's say $40 for a meal. But yeah, you can spare like maybe, we'll just say $20 for pots and like a pot and a pan. And then you can start buying bulk food and then making stuff and then reheating it throughout the week. You're already saving money after that then. So no more fat people. No more fat people. It just makes me mad, right? It makes me so mad. All right. Here's the rant. All you do is sit at home. You sit at home. You do nothing. You're just melting into the couch. You're melting into the bed, whatever. And then all you have to do is move around a little bit. Eat a little less, right? You could shut up. It's just the 4th. You're fine. And then I gotta put on music in the background. It's gotta be calming music. Or I can put on like some screamo metal music in the back. I think that would fit the occasion a little better. But you know, we're just gonna be nice and relaxing. But you don't have a job. You don't have to do anything. Just eat a little less. You can learn recipes in the meantime. You can Google some recipes and be like, man, that looks healthy and sounds healthy. Shut up. I'm going to try that recipe, right? You can learn different things. You try different recipes that are healthy. You have the time to do that. Okay? You can go for a walk if you want to. You don't have a job because you're too fat. You can't do anything, and you refuse to do anything, right? Look, here's the thing. I was a little chubby before, ain't gonna lie. However, I ate a little less. I lost 50 pounds, okay? I'm just gonna say, I lost 50 pounds, okay? Just because I was trying to change my food choices, eat a little less than I wanted, or I'm used to like shoving my face, and then until I just felt miserable, and then I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna eat a little bit. And then after I sat there for a minute, I'm like, okay, I'm fine. I'm not hungry still. And then I save money because I'm not eating as much. Now, do I still get that cheeseburger from McDonald's? Absolutely. But the thing is, I'm not getting it every single day or eating it all day. I can actually walk around, even though my butt's in this chair. I still get up to walk around every now and then. It took me 6 months. I lost 50 pounds in like 6 months or something like that. I don't even remember. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, 50 pounds. So, and I had a job, right? Well, I had my normal job and then this. I still lost weight, right? Right? Yeah, moderation is key. It's better if you eat small meals throughout the day other than just a giant meal at, like Thanksgiving. Don't get me wrong. I love me some Thanksgiving food and I will eat myself sick. That's my excuse. It's just for that day. But it's really better if you just eat small meals throughout the day. And I'm not talking about every single hour. I'm not talking about every single hour. Like have an apple or something like that's healthy and it's not nutrients and vitamins and all that stuff too. Now, have I been good about that lately? Absolutely not. I just shoved Oreos in my dang mouth and I have a Mountain Dew. But I have eaten apples. I have eaten chicken. I do that stuff too. I just know I can do that. I'm not going to gain 50 pounds overnight. Hopefully. But yeah, you just got to put in a little effort. It takes time. It just takes a lot of time. Yeah, be active. Just walk around for a little bit. Get a little exercise. It's good for circulation too. I need to be on the sun more. I'm freaking pale, man. I'm freaking pale. But it's also good just to get some vitamin D. I can't tan anyway, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, you just... Yeah. And I feel a lot better. Sometimes when I eat a lot, I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel miserable and sick. Blech. Whereas if I eat small meals throughout the day, I'm like, I'm feeling good. I'm happy. Hydrate on that Mountain Dew. Heck yeah, baby. This is the skin of a gamer, Bella. Glowing in the sunlight. Yeah, like, just do something, Like, hey, I'm going to take that chair and move it over there. And then sit in it. And then tomorrow, well, I'm going to take this chair, I'm going to move it back over there. And then sit in it. Guess what? You're moving around and lifting up stuff. I don't know. That's just a like weird random example that appeared in my head. So I'm not trying to talk down on anyone. Just keep that in mind. Right? Keep that in mind. If I see you at the gym working hard, if I see you walking down the street, if I see you, eating smaller meals and stuff, I am proud of you. I don't care how much you weigh at that time. If you're trying, that's fine. You should feel proud of yourself, okay? That's a hard feat, okay? That's really, really difficult. That's really, really difficult to do, changing all your habits and become habits and addictions and so forth. And like what we talked about earlier, the keto diet, cutting out your carbs, no bread, no rice, no none of that. That is difficult to start because I crave bread and toast, like just a normal slice of bread. I just want to ball it up and shove it in my mouth. But after like a week or so, not cheating at all, it becomes kind of easy and you're kind of used to it.